Welcome to this tutorial on higher-order functions in Kotlin. Today, we're going to explore one of the most powerful features of functional programming, passing functions as parameters to other functions. This concept might seem abstract at first, but it's incredibly useful and will transform how you write code in Kotlin. So what exactly is a higher-order function? A higher-order function is simply a function that can accept other functions as parameters or return a function as its result. Think of it like this. Just as you can pass integers, strings, or objects to a function, you can also pass entire functions. This makes your code more flexible and reusable. Let's look at a basic example. Here we have a function called perform operation that takes two parameters. The first parameter is x, which is an integer. The second parameter is called operation, and this is where it gets interesting. The operation parameter is a function that takes an integer and returns an integer. Inside perform operation, we simply call the operation function with x and return the result. Below that, we define a simple function called double that multiplies a number by 2. Finally, we call perform operation with the value 5 and pass a reference to the double function using the double colon syntax. The result is 10. To use functions as parameters, you need to understand function type syntax. A function type is written with parentheses containing the parameter types, followed by an arrow, and then the return type. For example, open parenthesis int close parenthesis arrow int represents a function that takes one integer parameter and returns an integer. Open parenthesis string comma int close parenthesis arrow boolean takes a string and an integer and returns a boolean. Empty parentheses arrow unit represents a function with no parameters that returns unit. And open parenthesis double comma double close parenthesis arrow string takes two doubles and returns a string. There are 3 ways to pass functions as arguments in Kotlin. First, you can use a function reference with the double colon operator followed by the function name. Second, you can use a Lambda expression, which is written with curly braces, parameter names, an arrow, and the function body. Third, you can use an anonymous function, which uses the fun keyword but without a name. All 3 approaches accomplish the same goal, but lambdas are the most commonly used because they're concise and readable. Lambda expressions make your code incredibly clean. Here we have a calculate function that takes 2 integers, a and b, and an operation function. The operation takes 2 integers and returns an integer. Inside calculate, we call the operation with a and b. Now look how easy it is to use this. To calculate the sum of 10 and 5, we pass a lambda that adds x and y to calculate the product. We pass a different lambda that multiplies x and y, same function, different behavior, all controlled by the lambda we pass. Higher-order functions really shine when working with collections. Kotlin's standard library includes powerful functions like map and filter that accept lambdas. Here we have a list of numbers from 1 to 5. The map function transforms each element by applying a lambda. In this case, we multiply each element by 2, giving us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The filter function keeps only elements that match a condition. Here we keep only even numbers by checking if a number modulo 2 equals 0, giving us 2 and 4. These are higher-order functions in action. Let's recap what we've learned. Higher-order functions are functions that accept other functions as parameters. Function types use the syntax open parenthesis parameter types, close parenthesis arrow return type. You can pass functions using function references with double colon, lambda expressions with curly braces, or anonymous functions. This enables powerful patterns like map and filter that make collection processing elegant and expressive. Mastering higher-order functions will significantly improve your Kotlin programming skills. Thanks for watching, and keep practicing.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.